Good morning. Welcome back. We're gonna go chop silage in a little bit. First, I got a severely pregnant wife who needs help doing chores, so I'm gonna go feed calves and then we'll get to trucking. Video much this morning. Actually, I didn't video at all. Things have kind of been a mess. Corn's drying down really fast. It's the first day of October and it's 80 degrees and sunny, and it's been 80 and sunny for like 4 or 5 days now, and this corn's just right at the end. We're right at the end of chopping, but this corn's just getting away from us. Some of it's too dry, so we spent a lot of time just kind of poking in the fields to see how dry things were. Guessing we'll be done chopping for my family tonight. Well, I will be. So the last field's right next to the farm, and they can do that without me. So, oh well. Little robot farm. A couple hundred cows. I think they got 4 robots, which is like 240 cows or something. They're actually putting solar panels on the roof of the barn right now. The low spot where the ditch for the road ends is definitely still a little wet. Just a little. Excited about the chopper going by. The guy in the push tractor's calling Uncle, so my next load's my last load. They won't need me tomorrow, so might be done shopping for the family this year. They just got one more field to do to put down at the feedlot. Gotta leave this pile next to me. We gotta leave that accessible for them to feed out of, so can't fill this full bunk because they need there's about 7 weeks of feed sitting here, and they need, well, he said there's 8 weeks of feed, and he needs to let the stuff ferment as long as possible because that lets the sugars turn to proteins, if I remember right, and it's just better feed. All this has to be fermented, so usually the longer you let it sit the better, but minimum 60 days. So they gotta have 60 days of feed sitting here before they dig into another pile. Old man Jerry's just up there packing away with his roller and 9410, getting all the air out of it. We're running out of room to dump here anyways, so Well, guys, it's like 4 days later. Done chopping. Video kind of put on back hold. Have family here. But we did a thing. We bought our own mixer. Yeah, little Penta. Just a little guy, which is fine. We don't have a ton of cattle here. So we actually, when I picked up my sprayer this spring, we were driving past a used equipment dealer and this Penta was on the lot. Beat to tar, rusted out, auger was shot, floor was shot, weigh bars didn't work, hydraulic, where the hydraulics for the door hooked up were all rotted out. Got on a steal of a deal. My father-in-law has a mechanic who is always looking for projects. So picked it up on a good deal. And then that mechanic, he spent his free nights, he likes working late nights, basically redoing the entire mixer. Got it done. They ran a couple loads of feed through it and everything works. So now it's time to bring it over here and start feeding cattle. So the main reason we're getting our own mixer is for the steers. This is what we were feeding. Pre-mixed diet, cracked corn, protein, a little soy. However, you see all that corn in the manure? That's undigested proteins. The guts are working fast enough that the corn, which is the hardest part to digest, is coming right out the rear end, which is wasted money, wasted energy, wasted digestibility. So we're gonna start mixing our own feed. We're just not happy. A lot of these steers are starting to not look so great. So it's time to start feeding our own cows. Steers. It's gonna be a process. All right, getting her all hooked up to the old 2520. Forgot. The old deers have different hydraulic ends. Never even thought about it. So if you know, these things are like gold. Things are like gold on a farm. So get her hooked up, hardwire the scale in, hopefully be ready to go. Tie all this up so it's out of the PTO shaft, and we'll see. We're gonna feed very basic till we can get, I'm actually going today to get a bunch of highway barriers to build a feed bay. Probably be the first of a couple trips. We gotta build a couple feed bays, so. Keep it basic today, just add a little hay to the steer feed, make it so they have to eat the hay. It is what it is. Fast forward a few days. Pretty monumental day on our farm. Got the mixer working, got the lead feed manager. Got everything all hooked up, just gotta tuck away some wires. Ooh. So all we're basically doing is about 75 pounds of dry hay per 1,000 pounds of this corn mixture that we're currently feeding. Not great, but it's gonna work for a few weeks till we get the rest of this project figured out. I didn't video any of it, but I picked up all these this week, as well as made our manure wall a block higher, which will be kind of handy so we can stack things a little higher. Basically, we're going to turn that to a sawdust barn, bay off 2 of these bays in this barn, cut a hole in this wall, put a bay in here or in here, not really sure yet. And then we're going to change our whole feed ration so we can feed these suckers properly, and the dairy cows and the heifers all properly. Right now I'm only feeding the steers. And in the next video, which is actually going to happen tonight or tomorrow, we're going to chop corn. I'm probably just going to be running the bagger, so it won't be too action packed, but we're going to fill up a few bags of corn silage so we can add corn silage to our steer mix, make things mix a little nicer. And I think these cattle will be doing a lot better. They're not bad. They just wasting a lot of corn coming out in their manure, as well as they just don't get the full nutritional value. It's a lot of wasted money and energy. So gotta make a ration to slow their guts down a little bit to digest properly. But yeah, this is that's a lot better than, see, there goes my phone. That's a lot better than just the straight corn we were feeding. You're kind of goofy. We were just feeding them here. This is when I first started the mixer up. This is closer to what it was. This is basically what it was. And this is what it is now. So it's a little better. Hopefully you guys will be happier. Yeah, so this video has kind of been all over the place. Sorry if my back-facing camera is all of a sudden starts shaking or is a little fuzzy. I broke my phone lens again. So the phone lenses on these iPhone 15s are stick out a little bit. I dropped my phone and it crushed the lens, so I have no lens protector, so I gotta go get that fixed. But pretty big day for the farm. Mixed our first loads of feed for the day, or for the ever. So that's kind of neat. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get better at posting more. I got a kid that's going to be here in a couple weeks, and trucking got really crazy there for a couple weeks, and I was only sleeping a few hours a night, and I just, between driving, my attitude, and how tired I was, I just didn't feel like videoing or editing. So we're gonna do some silage here in the next video, and then soon enough it's gonna be grain hauling and combining time. So should be plenty more videos coming, and you might get to see some of this project going on depending how it goes. So if you liked the video, if you liked the video and enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Come back again.